So?
Alright, chat. We're joining the military. Let's do it. Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. Mind your business, whatever your name is, Gallica. Press R1 to open the local map if you're unsure of what to do. Try pressing triangle. Gallica always has good ideas, or so she thinks. This game literally has a Navi in it. Press up in safe areas like town to save your progress. Oh, we could just save anywhere, huh? Yeah, go ahead. Don't mind if I do. New memorandum. Well, I have a fancy little marker on my mini-map telling me where to go, so I'm just gonna follow that.
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Now I want one.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
The Magla, you say?
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an Elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
Probably costs like the equivalent of like $1 bajillion. The royal scepter, you say?
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power.
Is that a rib cage? Near the top of it with the blue thing inside of it?
More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
Why are you talking to me? I won't be staying long.
Oh, I don't think I'll be here long.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Yeah, I was working on that until that lady interrupted us. How dare she?
Let's head there.
Hello.
You are.
The recruitment place. Go down this street towards the cathedral, and it'll be the building on the left. You looking to enlist as a soldier? Not like there's other work for Eldas, I guess. Don't make assumptions. You think you're better than the grime of Sunshade Row you crawled out of? You're in for a rude awakening, boy. I will destroy you.
I say. Who else can it be?
Somehow, some way. I was hoping that we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an Elda, but the people here have sharper eyes than I thought. Well, you know, considering that it's pretty easy to look at a person and see that they don't have pointy ears and or horns coming out of their head, I don't know how you thought that was going to work out. We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission, and on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead. All right.
What are you playing at?
What are you playing at, nerd? You think you are.
Dear me.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine.
But I love lying on the internet.
Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead.
Chat, don't tell Abraham Lincoln I said that.
Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here?
So why does this guy look like this, chat? Why? Look at him. He looks so funny.
Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
I think the only thing that's gonna collapse under its own weight is you, brother.
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
My corpse is gonna be the most patriotic of them all. Let's go, America! Soulfire, thank you for summoning tier 1 for 13 months. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for the support.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
I like the cut of this guy's jib.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
I only just now noticed the guy with the fro. What is wrong with him?
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Even the developers were like, yeah, we don't want anything to do with this guy. He's not getting a portrait or anything.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An Elda? I thought your kind was long gone.
Chat, I really hope that we're able to impress the Blob from the X-Men right now.
Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those.
Dude, the army loves orphans. It's one of their favorite archetypes.
So, what brings you to enlist?
Bro, I need money.
I need the money.
Pragmatic, if nothing else. But I suppose a vagrant like you could use the work. So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
Well, my good sir, have you ever heard of plot armor? Is this actually a decision that determines my statistics? These are like the 5 main RPG statistics. Physical attack, intelligence, physical defense, speed, and then luck. If this does actually affect my stats in some way, then I'm gonna say I'm stronger than I look so I can punch hard.
I'm stronger than I look.
With arms like that, you'd have to be. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
As it turns out, I am literate. Thank you for asking. Chat, I think earlier Chad said that there's like no setup name for this guy. So we just get to pick whatever name we want. Oh, there is one. Chat lied to me earlier. His name is Will? It's literally just Will? That's such a normal name. I don't know if I want to go with Will, though. Because I'm just gonna think of my friend Will for the entirety of this playthrough. Is there anything I'd rather call him? I already did solo for my main thing. I mean, we could go with rogue. This is such a normal name for this fantasy setting. I mean, there's like nothing wrong with the name. It's just like not what you expect in a fantasy setting like this. I'm going with rogue. I like it better. Yes. It reminds me of,
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet.
It reminds me of Three Hopes, where the protagonist's name was Shez, which I didn't like that name either.
All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment.
I will do my best.
You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property, so if you break it, it's coming out of your commission.
That seems fair.
On your way now. Up to. Next!
Honestly, I kind of like the captain. What a long line. Guess we had no choice but to wait our turn. Hello. Oh, whoops. I walked through you. My mistake. You're so young. Are you enlisting too? Well, not much choice if you don't have money or a job. Reeve makes the world go round, as it were. Okay, so Reeve is currency. You want a magic igniter? Join the queue. Cutting's only gonna get you chewed out. This guy.
Let's hurry.
I didn't mean to press triangle. I meant to press X.
Whoa.
You enlisting as well? The line starts behind me. If so, or was there something you needed? Nothing, I'm good. I'm sure you're wondering the same thing they were. If there's steak on the table at home, what earthly force could drag me to enlist in the Royal Army?
Well,
Let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom. Foolish or not. Alright. Hello. They said tribe don't matter in the army, but they'll probably put me up front as a meat shield. Not that I can find better work. Wish I could serve Count Lewis. His army's built on merit, so even a parapist stands a chance. Interesting. It's like the second time we've heard about this Lewis guy. Or was it Louis? I think it was Lewis. Blasted, I came to enlist because I heard you can make a quick reeve here, but they really make you work alongside creepy Elda. A parapist I could deal with, but Elda are right ominous. Where'd you hear that? God's own scriptures, there's where. Guess you can't expect an Elda to know anything. Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would just be a waste of energy. But what if I, like, blew him up, though? I will join the queue. We're almost there.
Sightings.
what? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? Something like,
Humans?
Next. Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An Elder. It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
You will be the first to die.
brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks.
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
I keep forgetting that he'll actually say the line. I don't have to read it.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter.
Cinder Igniter.
These days, most come with their own magma crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
The thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms, like I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
A map!
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
This world will know pain. I'm down to unlock the Renegon. Let's go.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Sir, yes, sir. What does that say? Waters Day?
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him.
If you'll recognize him, why can't you tell me what he looks like?
Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow.
Yeah, all right.
Hey. You awake?
You just said to get some rest. I'm asleep.
Nope, I'm asleep. Good night.
Haha, very funny.
I am hilarious.
Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep.
Would you like me to hit you over the head with this book?
I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
That's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
One day I'll realize I don't have to read the dialogue.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
Oh, my village was burnt down. My bad. I would rather not think about it.
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it.
Girl, I just want to take a nap.
The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him.
Listen, I know you need to get your rest, get those 40 winks in before we have to go to the garrison in the north, whatever it was called, fortress, who cares, and all, but listen, there's a lot of exposition that we have to throw out there, so instead you have to stay awake while the pixie girl tells you things that your character should already know.
Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
You're not allowed to read. Can it wait?
Can it wait till tomorrow?
Come on. Just a little peek.
Dude, smother her with a pillow. Seems I won't be getting any sleep unless I show her. Fine.
Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over.
You would be surprised.
In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. You see, no magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own?
Mind your business!
Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.